Awesome, amazing. Welcome everybody to Unrestricted Hotness, where we go to the name I've been butchering all week, Lofoten. I hope I got that right. In Norway, which is one of the world's most beautiful islands. And I am so glad that now when I think island, I'm not just thinking tropical island, because this literally is a magical place and it's close to Santa Claus, just letting you know, 1,500 miles from there. And so we have somebody so special that has done something amazing. He's hiked for hours to the top of a huge mountain called, or area mountain, I'll let him explain, called Hell's Peak. And he is our host. And he's helped set this amazing experience up for you guys that is literally like no other, with one of our first evers, which is so exciting. And his name is Viger. And I hope I said that right, but take it away.
Well, hold on. Before we send it to Viger, Nicole, we should probably do a little hello and welcome, and here's what you're here for.
Sorry,
so,
I'm so excited.
Welcome. My name is Liz, and that was Nicole, and she is so excited because Viger and his team have been hiking for like 4 hours to get to these places you are going to see today. This is Unrestricted Hotness, and we are here to take you on a fam from afar to faraway places that we can't get to right now. But this is going to be so engaging and so exciting. You are going to leave feeling like you are actually there. So now let's turn it over to Viger.
Hi everybody, welcome to Lofoten. Hey, nice to see you guys.
Incredible.
So I'm a bit crazy. I'm Vegard, and I work in the DMO for Lofoten, and I'm currently standing on Hell's Peak.
It does not look like hell. That looks like heaven.
Oh, there's no hell here. It took a while walking up, but it was a really beautiful trip. And I think a lot of people, especially the local ones, think I'm a bit crazy because I've driven for 2 hours through some of the most scenic landscape you could ever think about. And I have, I've taken a ferry, actually, I'll show you. I've taken a boat, a cruise from Reine, which is a famous fishing village in Lofoten. And actually that's background for you, Liz. That's Reine you see in the back, your background.
I see.
And that's the place. And I took a boat for an hour into this fjord, and then I hiked up. And I live in some of the most beautiful places there is. Like my house is just a walk from it. So you kind of say I've gone over the pond to show you some special places, and we have some amazing people and products to show you today. So welcome to Lofoten. It's truly an honor to have you guys with us.
Wow, you are super in shape for being able to make it up that mountain. Just saying. So
yeah.
And then so you're camping there, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm combining a bit efforts. Like if I wanted to show you something beautiful, I would probably step out of my home place and go 10 minutes to the closest mountain and show you like a beautiful scenery, because we have so many of it. But actually, my family is with me. So my 3 kids and wife are camping in the beach, which we actually see down there. So there's a bit of round spot down there. That's our teepee. It's a 8 to 10 people teepee, which is down there. Yeah, and we call it lavo. It's from the natives in northern Norway. But the beach is actually 1.2 kilometers long. So it's kind of hard to get the scale of things. But yeah, it's a big beach.
Oh my gosh!
Can we host an event there? Can we host an event?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's many places in Lofoten to host events. You can certainly do it there. But we're in a national park, so there's some restrictions, but there's lots of areas around Lofoten which is not a part of the national park, and we have, regardless of where you are in our islands, you're in nature. So,
oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, I mean, I just kind of want to be there in the water, in the like. I want to get in a kayak and just paddle all over and go see everything.
Yeah, and that's what we have lined up for you guys. I want to introduce you to Marielle in XX Lofoten on the water as we speak. So take it
What?
away, Marielle.
Hello,
Wow.
Hi.
guys. Welcome to Kayaker's Paradise, the Lofoten Islands.
Oh,
Can you see what I have around me?
Yes. Oh my gosh, do it. Oh, wow.
oh my goodness. Okay, the water looks cold. Is it cold?
If it's cold, no, to be honest, it's not too bad. But let's check because actually we brought along.
You would. I like that.
It's 15 degrees, if that tell you anything.
Celsius.
Quite,
Yeah.
it's Caribbean feel, but still, I don't think I would drop in. But
Oh my
almost
gosh, that's
70
so
degrees.
clear.
yeah. So
Oh.
this is why people come to visit these islands mainly, is because of the purity, the beautiful surroundings, and of course, to just enjoy being close to nature. And that's what it's all about. Finding time, relax, and enjoy.
Oh my God.
Kayaking is kind of one of the top things to do when you're here. And the good thing is that you can actually do it even though you have never done it before. It's so stable.
Yeah.
We sit in a double kayak right now and just enjoying and relaxing.
So you can't flip that thing over, right? There's no raging rapids that will happen.
Well, it should be quite wavy, and we don't go out with guests if we think it could be any chances at all. Then we do something else. We go hiking in the mountains like Veger is doing today. We go on a sea eagle safari to hopefully get a glimpse of the sea eagles, which you can find.
Eagle safari? What?
Sea eagle safari. We have
Safaris are not only in Africa, people. Newsflash.
that's quite special for this place in Norway. It's a lot of sea eagles, which is called mainly then the white-tailed eagles, and they can be up to 2.65 meters.
Are they like a bald eagle or like a seagull? Like what are they?
Eagle? No, it's a sea eagle. So that's a big eagle. That's the biggest eagle actually.
Wow.
No. Oh my God.
Quite amazing. And today, as you see, we're lucky with the weather. It's beautiful. We have all sorts of weather here. Of course, now we're above the Arctic Circle, so it's now we have sun 24 hours.
Oh.
24 hours. Like
Yeah.
it literally looks just like right now for 24 hours.
Yeah, even more beautiful when you see the sun. It's close to the water, and then it goes up again. The colors are just amazing.
Oh,
So when does it get dark? Do you see the northern lights there or?
Oh yes, we do. From the end of August, starting from September, we can see the northern lights, and then it's all the way until the end of March, and then it's also from January till start of April that we have the most snow here. So you can actually go skiing, you can snowshoe, and even look at northern lights.
Oh.
And since we're here so close to the Gulf Stream comes in here in the fjord. It's not that cold in the winters, so it's actually around the 0 degrees. That's the mid temperature during winter.
mid temperature. So I cannot go outside in flip flops and a sweatshirt. Got it.
You can for a few minutes.
But
You'll be
Nicole,
fine.
that's 0 Celsius. That's
Yeah.
freezing here. That's 32 degrees.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
not
not
bad.
Well, then I can
Yeah,
still rock
from
my flip flops.
Texas. Yeah, that's cold.
So
But
is it not so windy? So when you do step out, it doesn't frostbite you. You can actually enjoy it.
You can enjoy it, and of course we help always guests with the right proper clothing, and we have also to hire clothing, so it's not a issue. And when you see the northern lights, I mean, you cannot feel the cold anymore.
Right.
That's
I hear
good
the
because
bird.
my
Is that
yoga
the
pants
bird?
aren't going to cut it.
Do I hear the sea eagle crying at you?
Yeah, that's the seagulls, meaning that it could be that a white-tailed eagle is close, but well, we never know. That's also the magic. You can never guarantee. You can never be sure. It's nature.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Can you lure them in somehow? Could you, or do they just fly all the time everywhere?
Well, we when we have our safaris, we bring along herring, and that's like their favorite dish. So then they usually come quite close, but then you're in the rib, not in a kayak all the time. And then it's easier to move, and then we can see many seagulls.
Wow. Oh, look at these houses behind you. They're so amazing.
Yeah, those are former houses. People were living all the islands here before. And you can see that that's boat house. You can see just there, typical Norwegian boat houses. And here it's not connected to the mainland, so you need to take a ferry to go to the parts of the Lofoten Islands which are connected by the roads and the bridges and tunnels.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
Well, it looks, the water is spectacular. It looks like the fish would just hop right out onto the boat if we could see anything. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
So is it time for us to find a restaurant, perhaps?
Are you leaving? All right, enjoy.
You're the best. I'm hungry, but yay. Thank you.
So what you need to remember that not only is the Lofoten Island a beautiful nature place, it's also a very historic place. For 400 years, 80% of all export out of the country of Norway was fish from Lofoten, and especially stockfish. And the red cabins by the sea, the fishermen's cabins, are our signature accommodation with a millennia-long tradition. So we have a special guest for you guys from actually Svinøya Rorbua, Anders. He is someone you really need to speak to.
I can't wait.
Are you there, Anders?
There we are.
Just working out the technology.
Hello, look at you.
Guys.
You're so cute.
Nice to see you. Thank you. Just put on my nice working hat here.
And where are you? It's called Svinøya Rorbua.
Svinøya Rorbua, yes. My name is Anders. My stage name is Andy, so that's maybe more familiar for you.
Love it. We're working on it.
So Andy, we worked up our appetite on the kayak. Are we here for some fish dinner, or what are we here for?
Yeah, we have a wide selection of accommodation, restaurants, and history, local culture. So behind me, we have our main building with the reception in the old shop from 1828 and the restaurant inside. So it's a fish restaurant, focus on local dishes, especially stockfish. Have you heard of stockfish?
No. Anybody heard of, is it Scottfish, or is that what you said?
Stockfish.
Stockfish.
Stockfish, yeah. So
I
it
have
means,
not.
no, it's actually dried cod.
Stuffed.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, not stuffed, but stocked.
Okay, got it.
But that's
you literally never leave me.
I think we're just gonna have to come there and eat it, and that's the only way we're gonna do it.
Have to be here to understand.
We had a question in the chat. How far are you from Oslo?
No, from Oslo is we can reach in about 3 hours total, with 2 flights.
With 2 flights.
Yeah, there are some direct routes with more flights.
Now, I know we saw a video inside the restaurant before, and it had a really low ceiling, so it's super old, very famous, has an amazing general store inside. And then, is that the building next to you? The fish go there, and then it goes right onto your plate next door, right?
Yeah, let's see. We have the, you see the fish on the wall there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the fish landing station. So when we serve the fish in the restaurant, we say it's untraveled food. It never left the island after it was landed.
Oh.
That really gives a new reason or meaning to eat.
So
literally
eat fresh.
Wow.
Fresh and local.
And
And
you really need to show us the house you're in also, Ludvig, because that's
I'm
truly
going
special.
So at the moment, I'm standing on the balcony of the Manor House, as we call it. It used to be the landowner's residence. It was built in 1828. So together with our restaurant building, it's the oldest building remaining in town. And behind me, we have the town of Svolvær as well, which is the biggest town of Lofoten with almost 5,000 inhabitants.
So how did they get there? Is this like a Viking settlement, or how did people find this?
People found the fish and they settled down.
Oh.
The fish is the reason we started to live here, and it's the reason we still live here. And yeah, I'm just gonna walk you through the small house here. Just a fun fact from the balcony. Before we got the house of sanctuary, can we call it that? Where they had the priest could do the mass on Sundays. He used to do the Sunday mass from the balcony here.
Oh.
And the people of the community gathered on the road below. So every Sunday, the priest was up here holding mass.
Wow. What a pulpit.
Magical place
Yeah,
to go.
So we don't do it now. But so I'm going to walk you through this house of ours. It's the biggest house we have with 9 great bedrooms.
Woo!
And it's for rent together with our cabins. So totally we can host up to 250 people.
I call the master bedroom.
I'll sleep on the floor. I just want to sleep.
I think the most fun bedroom in that house is actually the childhood bedroom of the famous Norwegian artist Gunnar Berg.
Is it haunted?
Yeah. Is he
Of
related
course
to
it is.
Then Nicole can't stay there. I claim that room.
Okay, got it.
We have we call it the girls' room. So it's just one bedded room with kind of amazing view, but now it's too bright outside. So
I love it.
Oh, wow.
This is amazing.
And this is, you said, from the 1800s.
yeah, it's from 1828.
Wow.
Just going downstairs. It has
In
3
the
floors.
Nowhere, with no resources, building this incredible house.
Yeah, and the family who lived here, they were the mightiest family of the town, and they were for generations. So this is
Oh, look, it's
the main dining room, so we can host 30 people for dinner in this house.
Perfect.
Family style meal.
And
So cool.
go out after breakfast for the morning sun. So now it's here is evening. It's 7:30 almost in the evening.
Wow, that's a backyard.
Wow. So can you just fish right there from the yard?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What a place to quarantine. You don't even need to go to the grocery store.
Right.
Just be like, I'll be right back.
No, that's true.
Wow.
We had time to fish and hike and ski and everything in our quarantine, so it was
Oh my God.
wasn't too bad.
So you
And
catch
here
the fish and then you just walk over to the restaurant?
Yeah. Here is just outside our sauna here. We
Oh, a
have
sauna.
Oh, a
quite
sauna.
nice
Of course,
view from
a
the sauna.
As one has in their house.
Of course.
Thank you so much, Anders. That's amazing. That's an amazing place you have there, and we're so proud to show all of you the Svina Rorbo and a lot of the things Lofoten has to offer.
I
just
love
want
it.
to
I feel like I'm
specify
on the
one
edge of the
thing.
world.
Yeah, I just want to specify one thing. When you do events, you don't need 2 flights. You take 1 flight to a big airport we have outside of Lofoten, and you take a short drive into Lofoten through fjords and mountain ranges, which is just amazing. It's a very easy setup together with big events and groups.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
and
I got distracted when talking about the flight.
yeah, of course. It's I see that in a good way. Well, we have some other amazing concepts in Lofoten too. And I really, really look forward to introduce you to the next one, which is something I think is one of a kind at the Holmen Lofoten. Ingunn, are you there?
Ingunn.
I might.
There.
Are you not there?
There you
Oh,
are.
there you are. Hi, Ingunn.
Hi. Yes, I'm Ingunn. This is my son Håvard, colleague and son, running the camera today. He's nice to look at, but I think for now we should turn the camera around so we can have a look at Holmen as well.
That works too.
This is the scenery you meet when you come to Holmen.
Oh.
And now you see our buildings, our little island. Holmen means little island, so this is what it is. On the left-hand side, you have our old cabins dated back to early 1800s, and sliding over to a slightly more modern style, still using the same materials, but very modern inside compared to the old ones. This is our little hotel building, and at the back of that, you will find our reception. We'll have a short walk to get down, so we will talk a little bit as we walk.
Okay.
Nice.
The concept we are running is, we have called it a kitchen on the edge of the world. And the reason obviously is that we are almost at the edge of the world. What we see outside here is the tip of Lofoten Islands.
Wow.
And not possible to see in this beautiful calm weather, but outside here runs one of the strongest tidal currents in the world. And that's where all this winter cod comes.
Is that called the maelstrom?
That's a maelstrom.
I
And
learned that.
Sorry, that's where the cod is making love and making their babies. That turns into stockfish later on. So, passing over our little bridge and into our little island, Kitchen on the Edge of the World. It's a cooperation with Chef Valentine Warner. We do this 3 times a year. It's a seasonal thing. And it's absolutely full feast, 4 days with a lot of local good food. We are cooking with our guests. We are doing different activities. And sorry, my cameraman is joking with me. Its activities are everything from foraging to knife making. And now this week we should have been preparing for our June event, which is Midsummer in Norway. There should have been a big bonfire.
What's the capacity? Like how many people would fit there?
Yeah, it's a small resort, and even if we can fit around 50 people, the event is for groups of up to maximum 25 people. That's because we want to keep it special, and if you are to cook with the chefs, you need to keep it a little bit small because otherwise you lose the interaction. So not more than 25 people each time.
And you get new chefs for each event, don't you, Ingunn?
Yes, we do have guest chefs for each event, and it's well-known chefs from around everywhere. So in our websites you will find the lineup for our chefs for 2021. And we also use local sort of forces on activities and everything we do, and a lot of beautiful, nice produce as well.
Amazing.
We have been talking about the weather and how you've already seen the temperature in the sea. I would say if it was 15 degrees outside from the kayaks, I think the temperature here is maybe 12. And one of the most famous activities in the summer is the midnight swim. And that is actually not for the faint-hearted, as you can understand. But it's not a midsummer feast without a midnight swim. So just demonstrating today that we have very, very, very.
Oh, there they go. They're doing it.
They are just demonstrating. They will hopefully jump
Tell them
in.
to cannonball.
Going to be cold, I know.
Oh, wait, this is happening. You cannot make this stuff up, people. This is
No,
unplanned.
this is the real thing.
Woo! Good job, girls.
And it's not Caribbean, that's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was so good.
The thing is that everything we do in this area in Lofoten, it's the nature dictates what everything we do. So we can guarantee weather. We cannot guarantee as it is today, but you can have all sorts of weather. And just a small story before we leave.
Yeah.
We've had, I think that was last March event. It was really strong wind, and the walls was almost shaking. And then all of a sudden the electricity went off, pitch black all over, and we heard a really terrible noise. And then it showed that the kitchen door was actually sucked out of the wall.
No way.
And it's totally true. And I thought that was quite fun. So I went in and told the guests that our kitchen door blew away. And they actually thought it was staged. They thought we took electricity and took the doors off the hinges just to demonstrate, but it was actually true. So we can have rough winters, but we forget that when we have a day as today.
Oh, it just brings your group closer together, which is a shared experience. Look at that view. I feel so connected. It's like, this is what we talk about when we get together. There's something, you can't pinpoint it. It's the view. The view's amazing, but there's something magical, something special about this.
Yeah, and that's also the theory of the kitchen on the edge of the world. It's people that has barely been in a place like this and this remote. They put away their phones and they just love being together without all the noise from the cities around them.
Yeah.
So welcome all of you.
Incredible.
Thank you. That was. Oh, somebody had a question. How far apart are the two hotels that we've just seen?
The Manor House to the cabins, how far?
I would say around 2 hours and 20 minutes.
2 hours? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Lofoten is quite a big area with, and the reason why we're so famous is that we have, it's a big area, but there's a very short between each highlight, if you may. So it's just everything. It's packed with highlights of nature and products, but it's quite a big area.
Wow, incredible! All right, where are we off to next? I'm so excited. That's not even close to the end of our tour.
No. We have lots of more exciting stuff for you guys, and now we're actually going to in the middle. So we started off in Svinja, which is in the east of Lofoten. We have been now to Sørvåg and then Holmen Lofoten, which is in the west of Lofoten. And now we're going to the middle part of Lofoten, to Balstad and Hemmingodden Lodge, a fishing lodge.
Woo!
Okay.
Are you there, Bjørg Elling?
Yes, I am.
Perfect.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
Hi, Bjørg Elling.
Hi, so nice taking part of this experience, virtual experience. Welcome to Hemmingodden. You can't see that much of it at the moment, but I'll show you more in just a minute. As Vegard said, we're in the middle part of Lofoten. You have like an hour and a half drive in each direction, to the east and to the west from where we're at. So we're in the southern part of Lofoten, on the inner side of the Lofoten wall, because it sticks out like a wall into the sea for the people that haven't looked at the map. So we're on the inner side. We call it the inner side and the outer side. So this is
that the thing that looks like the arm is giving the ocean a hug?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hemmingodden is a place with very long traditions. It's originally a fish landing. The buildings here has been here since the 1800s. It's like the last 5 years, it's been developed more into the travel industry. So it's still a functional fish landing site. They do fishery from here, active fishery, the owners. The most important part of our travel product is the fish part of it. So we rent out boats, we take guests out on our fishing boat when they are not out catching their quota of fish. They bring our guests out there. So we have different products that fit for people that have an interest for fish. And if you come to Lofoten, of course, everyone is very they want to see the nature, because Lofoten is famous for its nature. But as Anders said earlier, the reason why people live here in Lofoten is because of the fish. Because there is such a rich amount of fish in the sea that it makes total sense to live here, even though the weather it's hard to grow something here. It makes sense to live around the middle of the earth, not in the northern part like we do here. But the fish, the amount of fish in the sea is so rich that it makes sense, even though the weather isn't.
Can you see the fish? Is the water right outside your window?
Yes, it is. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you pretty soon.
What do you put with the fish? I mean, fish is the primary, and if there's not a lot of fresh, what goes with it?
There's good conditions for growing potatoes in Lofoten. So potatoes is a very common thing to serve with fish traditionally.
Carbs.
What do you say?
Carbs. I love carbs. That's all.
Yeah, carbs. Yes, you need some carbs with the protein to keep the energy up. Yeah. So potatoes are grown here. Also carrots. You can do a lot of herbs. So things are grown here, but you can't live a sustainable life based on vegetables in Lofoten. So it makes sense to eat fish, and yeah. So I'm going to turn the camera in a little while. Right now I'm in one of our rorbus or units that's called Egnerbua. And the name is after what the room originally was used for. Because in this room, the fishermen was preparing their long lines with bait. So they added fish to the hooks and entered them into a big, like it's called stump in Norwegian, it's like a big bowl, or I don't know the English term for it. So the name is after that. But now it's been built into a beautiful unit with a wonderful view. You're right on the edge of the sea. So this is the view from the sofa where I'm sitting at right now.
It's like a houseboat. You're just on the water.
Yeah, practically on the water. So
does the pier move at all?
This is
does
the
it
ducks.
feel like you're on the water?
No, this is securely placed, but you can actually get seasick when the waves are high. So I'm moving outside. So this is the inner harbor. So we're like pretty protected from the wind. And this is one of the mountain trips that we take our guests on. It's called Balstaheia, and there is a mountain called Nonstin, and also a mountain called Skottin that you can see there. So this is mountains that we take our guests on.
Wow.
So as I said, we have boats that we rent out. They are here, 8 boats of different sizes and horsepower.
Woo!
A beautiful red.
I love it. And these were just refinished, right?
These are refinished, yeah. They have been made ready during the past 5 years. We have 5 units in this part of the lot here.
Amazing.
So this is one of the owners. This place is owned by Ellen and Trond. So Trond is out fishing, but Ellen is here keeping me company in this event. So she is actually eating stockfish.
Whoa.
Stockfish.
So this is the dried fish that Vegard and Anders were talking about. We have some hanging here under the veranda.
Oh.
And when it's perfectly dry, we take it down and we smack it with a hammer, and then we eat it as a snack.
Wow.
So this is one of the most popular snacks here in the Lofoten Islands. The kids eat it, old people eat it, and the dogs. So you can see the dog is begging for it. Yeah.
Oh my, what's the dog's name? Have to know it.
It's Sophie.
Sophie.
Yeah. So here is the fish hanging. It's been hanging here since March. So it's called matured fish. Some of the fish is hung for like 3 weeks, and we call it bukna fish. So it's not fully dried. And the stockfish hang longer on the drying racks. And it's like put into water before you prepare it for a meal. Very popular produce for Italians. So Italy is the biggest market for the stockfish export, and also a lot of fish is exported to Nigeria.
Oh, I love 2 of those countries.
Yeah. So now I'm down at the pier.
So when you keep it hanging outside until you eat it, so it doesn't like get stored anywhere? Oh,
it's
wow.
like, how wine and cheese mature. So you sort of smell it and you feel it and you look at the appearance, and then you decide if it's ready to be taken in.
Okay, how's the bug population here? So clearly no bugs are getting into this, it's just hanging out there?
You're staying with me so I can do like that?
Yeah, but in the first part of the drying
so
process, it's so cold that the flies and bugs are not a problem.
That's amazing.
So we're actually we're developing a eatery at our resort here. So that's what you can see straight ahead. So those big windows are the view, that will be the view from the tables, the restaurant.
Wow. This, I mean, I can't wait. Before I wasn't a fan of the color red. I was more of a pink girl, but now I'm rethinking everything in my life to that color. It's so pretty. I love it. Thank you so much for showing us around, Sophie and Ellen. That was amazing. One of the things that we love when we go on all of these tours is to see something that is like first ever, or a first glimpse, or just anything special like that. Do you guys have anything like that going on for us?
Oh yeah. I want to tell you that, and I just want to, before we go to a new and exciting thing in Lofoten, I just want to I put an add-on to Bjørg-Elin and Anders' fishery and history. So what you're looking at now is actually the outside of Lofoten, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to show you this place. So all the way towards the sun, the next piece of land you're gonna meet, that's the Greenland. So this is the big sea. And as you can see down on the beach, the waves from the big seas come into the outside of Lofoten, creating these perfect waves. That's the reason why Lofoten is actually one of the most famous surf spots in the world, where you've probably seen pictures of people surfing under the Northern Lights. That's from Lofoten. Wow. So it's quite amazing. And Bjørg-Elin and the others we actually have talked to are on the inside of Lofoten, which is over there. And in the horizon, we can actually see the mainland over there. So the islands kind of streaks out into the sea and catches the hot, warm water from the Gulf Stream. So we have a connection to the US continent, to say the least. And that's been the same way for millennia. And that's the reasons why we have the world's biggest fishery on one species, the Arctic cod, during one time period a year. So there's a lot of tradition, and the placement of Lofoten is truly special, but not everything is history. We have something we are very proud of. That's the electric hybrid ship Brim Explorer, which is actually started their first cruise this Monday. So it's a brand new, newly developed product. So I want to introduce you to Arnstein on Brim Explorer. Are you there, Arnstein?
He's there, getting off mute.
Yay!
We're still muted. We're waiting.
Unmute, Arnstein.
Is that the captain?
Hello. This is the
Hi.
captain. I stay here on board with the captain Christian Hansen. And as you understand, we are out on the cruise here in Lofoten, and we have some other people who want to say hello to you.
Oh, get out.
Oh,
Hey!
Oh,
That
wow.
was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
And if you look at this view now, this is a part of Lofoten, also Rafsund. So it's go up here, and all this area we are driving the boat every day. We have tours to Henningsvær and Trollfjord, and we are going to show you a little bit inside. This is the first hybrid electric boat in Lofoten. And as you see, we have a spectacular view from inside. And here you can see also the mountains, and you have 270 degrees view on this boat.
Wow.
And it's one of since it's the first boat of its kind up here in the north, you know, it's something new. And we see that on all the persons coming with us. They are really amazed of what they can enjoy and see on this trip with us.
Wow. That's amazing. This is so cool. So this is the inside, and then is everything downstairs on the boat, is that all outside?
This is the inside of the boat, what the customers see from inside. This is a new type of boat, which is a hybrid electric, which is designed for the persons looking from inside to outside. And as you see, we are now going down to the first deck.
There's more.
You will see also we have a bar where we serve.
We love the bar.
We love the bar.
You see, here's Christoph. He's serving now.
Hi,
Christoph. And friends.
So so you will be able to buy beer and wine and food and everything on our trip.
Arnstein, what is your favorite drink?
Well, mine is of course white wine, very, very dry white wine from Germany. I'm sorry, but I also like the California white wine.
Don't be sorry, I'm with you.
How many people fit on the boat? Like, can you do a buyout? Like, how many people would fit on there?
We can take 146 people. Today we have 50 because of the corona, so we have 50 people with us. And we do daily trips to Trollfjord and to Henningsvær and Risvær, Skrova. And we will also try many new things also. We are also trying now in the winter to make a new type of trip like with the Northern Lights. And we will also try just to go winter trips and to see also the nature. Because the boat is designed that if you look at the side, so we have like a view on the boat. So you can see like 270 degrees all the time, and you're not depending on the weather. You have you will be able to be inside if it's a lot of wind, and if it's a lot of like cold rain, you can stay inside because we have heaters, which we have temperature inside, which it doesn't matter. It's really amazing. It's a new type of tourism, and that's why I'm with it.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Well, hybrid electric boats and what is it, water to table dinners. This place is absolutely the most sustainable place. It's incredible. I just wanted to hop on a horse and ride through a field.
Yeah. Well, for us,
and we have that for you.
You have that for us.
Get out.
Yeah. Of course we have that. I want to commentate on actually that we are just months away now from becoming sustainable destination. We were working for years and years now to make sure that these islands are taken care of, and within a few months, crossing fingers, Lofoten will be a certified sustainable destination, and we have focused on everything we do to keep this place as clean as it is.
Absolutely.
And a very nice example of that is where we're going next, to the fields and horses of Lofoten. Frode, are you there?
What?
I just want to say goodbye. Goodbye, America.
Oh, thank you so much.
Incredible.
Bye, Einstein.
We're going to come
honk the horn when I come, just saying.
Okay, we're looking for Frode.
Fruda.
Fruda.
Are you on the horse, Fruda?
Are you on the
Must be
horse?
hard to get to your cell phone from a horse.
We might lost connection with
I think
Fruda.
we lost Fruda. I think he was trying to unmute and we lost him. So let's talk for a minute on demographics. Who lives here? What's the town like?
Well,
So
the climate is very normal. So it's a very beautiful climate. You know, we never have this frost which you have on the inland. You will always be able to be out and to do things out up here because it's a really amazing temperature, like never more than -5, -6, because we are drying the cod in the winter. So it will be a problem if it was colder. So it's perfect for tourism.
What's the age of the people that live there? What are the demographics?
Well, I should say it's only young people in Lofoten.
Only young people.
We all eat fish and we all have a beautiful nature. So it's only young people in Lofoten. You will never get old in Lofoten.
You don't get
young
old.
as hot. Young as hot, that's for sure. Well, I have to say, if you call the demographics, if you go back a few years, I think the age was pretty high in general. But like the last like 15, 10 years, Lofoten has really become a place for people interested in all sorts of outdoors activity. We're like a outdoor playground and famous. So if you look behind me, I've been along on this mountain for about 1.5 hours. And just now, I think it's about 8 boys.
3 minutes, I think.
Fruda Zion.
Oh, there, Fruda.
Hey, look at you.
Woo. Sorry, I was unmuting. I didn't know I was unmuting.
No problem.
You look like
welcome.
Shall I just go for it?
Yes, we're ready for you.
Yeah, fantastic. I was just shouting for Sig that the horse should be ready. I just wanted to show you. My name is Fruda. Then I'm just showing you the old barn. I'm representing 2 companies for you today. One is Hovgård. It's a horse farm. We got 50 horses and we have a very nice restaurant here. This was actually built by my great grandfather. He's on the wall behind me there. So I'm the 7th generation from this farm. So we just rebuilt this barn 2 years ago and made it to a very popular restaurant. It's become, and we have a very important rule here. It says that
it's okay to dance on the tables, but I missed the last part.
Don't hang in the lamps, you know.
Don't hang in the lamps.
So this building is original. So everything inside here is how it looked like. So we're serving, and we have some guests here tonight. I think they have some really good food. Let's hear what they say.
They look like it. Let's ask them. Hey!
Oh.
This is one of the best places in Norway. Absolutely. No question about it.
Can I have a bite?
Fantastic.
So, what I'm going to show you more, that's my plan anyway, if you give me the time. So I will, my ambition, I never had a meeting on a horse before. That's gonna be the
We're known
plan
for
now.
first ever, so you just go with it.
And so Sig is helping me. She's managing also our riding tours at the farm.
Oh.
So usually we have tonight also we have a midnight sun tour. Yeah. So
Midnight sun tour.
On a regular year, we have tours like 4 or 5 tours every day, from cruise groups, from midnight sun tours at midnight, of course, and then we also have tours during under the northern lights in the autumn and the winter. So this is going to be exciting. If I fall off the horse, don't use it against me, okay?
We won't, don't worry. What if the horse, like, you know, for me, I don't think horses like me very much. The only time I had an interaction, one bit me. What if it kicks me off?
No, I'm now riding Runa, and she's the most eager horse we have. So
Got
she's
it. So
very,
keep us away from each other.
She's the fastest at the farm. So my plan now, we'll see how this goes. We're going to ride down to the beach. That's the plan.
Okay, how many of you have done a Zoom meeting on a horse before?
Yeah.
No.
You're literally making history right now.
What breed is that horse?
It's a Icelandic horse.
Oh, I was going to guess that. Not a Norwegian fjord, huh?
No, it's actually on this farm that you see behind me now. It's the mountain actually behind me, Hoven. And this place is an old Viking settlement. So that is not in my family, but before my family got here, there were Vikings here. And there's lots of remains here on the farm from the Viking age, like an old amphi. The name Hov actually comes from a place where you to sacrifice. So Hov means actually two things: to sacrifice to Odin and Thor. So we actually have a amphi for that. Not so many have a Viking amphi at their farm. I do.
I don't think so.
So that's the name Hov, where it comes from. Now we're at the beach. Runa is a bit eager. That's
well,
Runa.
hey, she's smiling.
We have some lodges that we rent out behind me up there on the other side of the beach. So we have like 40 rooms with a private bathroom. I'm not going to ride inside the lodges today, so we skip that. But I want to show you the other horses. They're here, out. I don't know if you can see them.
Oh. How many horses do you have?
We have 50 at the moment. So usually it's around 50 we have.
Oh.
So now I'm going to ride a little bit faster. There's a group behind me there on the beach. My plan now is to ride actually to the golf course and then shoot out from hole 1 on the golf course.
Okay.
You'll give me the time. It's going to just take me 1 minute. She's quite fast.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
If the horse, I don't know how to ride a horse. I have so many horse questions, but I'll save those.
I don't know how to ride a horse. You just get on.
They hate me, so it's fine.
See, well, we have like all the horses we have are Icelandic horses. I started on telling that story. It's the Icelandic horse started from Norway. It's a Viking. The Vikings, when it inhabited Iceland, they took the horses and people, everything came from Norway. So the story is that we just took the horse back again to Hov, where it originally came from. So that's a nice story. So on our tours, we ride on the same paths as the Vikings did, many of our tours.
Oh, wow.
So we got shorter tours and we got longer tours. The shorter tours, we use more calm horses for beginners. And then we have full day tours, and we even have like 5 days tours, 7 days tours. So you can spend a week riding in different areas in Lofoten. That's something we wanted to do a long time, and we started the last 2 years with that. It's become quite popular. So, and then we have horses that are more trained for experienced riders. So,
wow.
So now I'm on the road to the golf course. So I'm going to take her in fast tilts so it goes faster, and you can talk about something else. Okay? It's going to take me just
we need to do our drawing.
Half a minute.
Yeah.
Half a minute.
I just want to emphasize that the golf field at Hov is world known. I don't know how many of these competitions or where they kind of the top 25 golf courses in the world, the top 50. It's been so many, especially the last few years. And the Lofoten links is always on those lists. So if you're anyway interested in golf, this is certainly a very excitable place to be, where you can actually play golf all summer, 24 hours a day. That's just amazing.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I think we're going to do our drawing while we're watching him just gallop on a horse.
I mean, horse flopping during a Zoom meeting is a first. That is not on my bingo card. Okay, so I've randomly put some people in here. I've been going through and actually removing the ones that must be present to win. So here's hoping that some of you that are winning prizes.
So the first one is 2 nights at the Holmen Lofoten with a riding tour with the horses.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, who's gonna win?
Okay.
Pick me.
Let's see if they're in. Oh boy, I'm gonna butcher your name. Pam. Pam, are you here? Pam was here earlier.
Bam!
Pam. Pam left. Pam doesn't get it. Pam. Oh no, she was here earlier. She's gone. Oh, okay.
Bam! Okay.
All right, next
Second
up,
choice.
I have Kelly Tony.
Yeah!
Definitely here.
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad I went to Untethered 2020. These women are amazing. They are originals. Thank you, Pam, for leaving early.
Kelly, you could take me with you. Just saying. All right. Next.
Nicole, anytime.
The next one we have is
the one prize, or we have more?
No, we have another one. A weekend stay at Sweener Aruba. I am butchering that. We went there. Yes.
Okay.
That was my
Heather Kyle's on. Heather
Kyle's.
Ah, there she is.
Oh, yay! Woohoo! Awesome. And that comes with
Wow. So
you look beautiful.
You're actually seeing. You can see one of our cabins now. I'm filming it straight at it.
Wow. Love
One
it.
red cabin
That
here.
doesn't suck.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't. And you have it's the view around.
Okay.
You can actually jump on that
Gorgeous.
slope. There's a mountain range there where you can jump from one peak to another peak. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And again, you can take me with you.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have any, was there another prize?
Yep, there's one more. It's a weekend stay at Hemingway.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Also butchered. Sorry.
Callie Matthews. Is it Callie?
Kelly.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Such an amazing tour. Like I went to Norway to Oslo like 8 years ago and have always wanted to go back to as close to the Antarctic as possible. So this is amazing.
Oh my God.
Done. I like your jean jacket. Just saying.
Thanks.
Okay.
And I just want to specify, when you get to Lofoten and have booked your trip, call me and I will have some add-on surprises for you guys.
Oh, get out. Yeah. I love surprises. Can I drive the boat? We can talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay, Fruta made it to the golf course.
Okay.
So instead of a golf cart, you just carry your clubs on the horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're muted, Fruda.
Oh, there
No,
you go.
I'm mute. You can mute.
There you go.
Perfect.
Still me. Yeah. Okay. So my ambition now was to hit out from T1 at Lofoten Links. You see me, or you still see me? Yeah.
This is
Perfectly.
the thing.
It's like the golf course on the top of the
I don't know if anybody of you guys play golf, but we were on the front page of Runa's in the minute picture now.
Does Linda play golf too?
We were in the front page of Golf World, Golf Magazine.
I was on
December number. So this is hole number 1. Hole number 2 is behind me, out there. It's very popular. It's the famous. That was one on the front page of the Golf Magazine.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay, I'll tee off.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Is anything like putt or not? Real golf. Check. The farm. Woo!
Sorry.
That was a nice shot.
Nice, Fruda.
Good.
Or is that bad?
Incredible. Well done, sir.
Amazing.
Well,
this was awesome.
Any questions? Let me know. So I'm here.
Fantastic.
Amazing. I know some people have to jump off, but if anybody else that can stay, who has some questions? This was amazing. So cool.
I saw one thing in the chat I just wanted to answer, because I saw someone asked, when's the best time to come to Lofoten? And I want to say almost like anytime, because we have 4 distinct different seasons. And as you can see now, I'll twist my camera around. there's still snow in our mountains. So we are actually a part of a few weeks where you actually can ski and do randonnée skiing in the midnight sun. So, and we're in a transitional phase where all these mountains are going to be powerful green colors within a few weeks and summertime. In the fall, they turn brown, yellow, and as an added bonus from September, you can do every sort of summer activity. And in the evenings, you can experience the northern lights from September to March. So we're a winter destination from January to April, or even longer this year. And we have the midnight sun from May to July. So there's just 4 distinct different seasons, which has its own kind of allure in a way.
Incredible. So are your borders open right now, or when do you open?
Actually, today the borders to Denmark opened. They're going to do a new decision, I think, in 20th of August. So hopefully soon we can take travelers from every sort of country, and of course the US, which I love, by the way. My wife's American, so.
Yeah, well, we're planning our trip. We know we have to go to Argentina in September when they open, so we need to come see you in August when you open.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sell my house and just go from one place to the next. So if you have a couch I could sleep on, be sweet.
Well, they've got some cabins. I saw them.
Yeah.
And I just want to emphasize, we could have 20 products for you guys, or even more in Lofoten. It's such a huge area that has so many things to offer, and every sort of suppliers we've spoken to, and lots of others too, can adapt to events, and has actually a lot of experience in like adapting to the client's needs and creating like a perfect bespoke event for you guys.
Incredible.
Amazing. I have one last question.
I hope you like Lofoten.
Yeah, no, that was amazing. Do the Lofoten people like to hug? Because I feel like when I go there, I just run screaming around and hugging people. Is that like frowned upon? Will I get arrested?
Oh, we are famously open, and we are famously.
I lost him. Hold on.
And,
famous huggers. That's good.
Okay, wait, are you back? Sorry, say again. Unmute.
Back.
Yeah. Okay, you were just saying you're famously.
We're famously known for being very open and being very huggy, and like we have a saying called kos, which is just it could be a feeling, it could be laying on top of a mountain. We're very fond of hugs, to say the least. And people, we love people. You have to remember, this island has been taking people as guests for over a millennia. People have come here to do the seasonal fisheries and to visit for hundreds and hundreds of years. So we're well trained in that.
Incredible. We cannot thank you enough for organizing this and giving us a grand tour of Lofoten. This was incredible. We are now.
Yeah, thanks for working your quads out and hiking up there and stuff.
Have a great.
I needed it. Thank you so much for coming to Lofoten. I hope to see you and give you all hugs sometime. And we're amazed of how many people are interested in looking at our beautiful islands.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining us. We are trying to do these trips every Friday, so keep an eye on our events, our Instagram. Sign up for our email if you haven't, so you can be alerted to the next one. These are incredible. Team, thank you.
Yes, thank you. You rock. Woo-hoo, Lofoten.
Thank you. Yeah.
Great to meet you, everyone.
Yes, thanks for bringing this to us.
Oh, thanks for joining.
We're gonna rock out.
Quick question: do you offer a replay? I caught most of the one from Argentina as well.
Yes. Yeah, we have the full recording. I think it's loaded to our YouTube channel. Is it, Nicole?
Yeah, the full. I'll put the links. We'll email this whole group after with the full one from all of them. And then we'll do a highlight.
And we have the link, Haute Dokimazo TV will redirect you to our page on our website that has them all up there. You could also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we're posting them up. So we're doing a little kind of demo reel so you can see the short version or the full length video.
No, full length. I'm going to forward this to my sister.
Awesome.
Yeah. Look at Fruta. He's just riding along on the road.
Riding the horse.
Yeah, my horse.
Damn. You go.
Incredible. Oh my
You
gosh.
need your own theme song. Look at that horse. Oh my
Anders,
gosh.
and Anders is still at the restaurant. We're ready?
Anders, look at you.
So awesome.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the sun. Good to meet you all. Hope to see you in real life soon.
For sure.
Ellen's still at the waterfront.
Ellen, look at you.
Hi.
Oh, that
You're
view.
the best.
I'm gonna hop on a boat.
Amazing.
Nice to meet all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you are,
Thank
the
you.
man, the Viking man. Thank you so much for this. This was so great.
Thank you, guys.
everyone.
It's been
Thanks.
amazing.